Alito, how's everybody doing? I'm a little tired, y'all. Without the sun and everything. I still haven't gone to the range. It's just 1:50. I want to go a little in more in the evening. Somebody's working. I would like to take them. They said they would like to go to the range, so we'll see. And I know it's a Sunday. I know people were recovering or whatever you're doing. I was walking around dusting, getting some organic miso stew together. Finished up a banana. I've been eating milking for the last 8 hours. And setting up, which is having a hard time, setting up I have a few of these. I've got an expensive one, the one that you can just program and damn takes pictures everywhere and goes God knows how far. You'd be like, where is it there? Unless you're looking at I have to use my tablet for that one. But this one's a friendly one. I've had it for about 3 years. You can go with this. You can go headless, meaning wireless. Like it's wired, it's signal strength, but you can do a semi-program, and then once you put it in, and then you have the 3D view with the cameras and everything on it. Take pictures, sound, all that. I prefer the 3D and the file it, and the files is where I do what needs to be done. So like right here, I can just go ahead and hit headless. It's already programmed, right? Tap it. See, it's not. I don't know why it's not connecting because I never had this issue. And see, look. There we go. All right. And it's just really slow. I don't know why it's doing that, but even when I go into permission storage is denied, and I go to settings to grant. Grant freaking permission allow. Yes, allow you dipstick. Remove permissions if app isn't used. It's pretty stupid. It's a lot. Okay. All permission. Record audio, Wi-Fi connections, blah, 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 blah. Bam. You ain't preventing my slowing phone to sleep because this bitch ain't gonna be on in my storage. All right. Allow. And this is what and you know what? If you don't run it for a little while, this is what happens. You have to go through all these different settings and clock and cloud. You got to make sure it's got to have the permissions in order for it. Even the microphone is the most important because I can hear, like if I fly, way over there and got the mobile data that not allowed still. This is what I like about this app. So, okay, let's open and I'll be over there in a minute. Actually, I warmed up something I prepared earlier. So. Okay. I got to make sure the other permissions are granted as well. So it's in. What it's doing now, it's through the Bluetooth connecting. And sometimes it takes a couple of minutes because the way I had to set up on something else, and because it's not on here, I don't know if it's the way they got it programmed, whatever. It's like whether the two objects of our machines are jealous or something. I don't know. I'm just saying some goofy shit. All right. A12 TWS. So we know that's not it. Okay, WF. So I have to wait for it to completely stop scanning and then go back and make sure all the permissions are there that were removed for whatever reason. It's updated. This Note 10 is just, to me, it's crud, but it is what it is. All right. And I'm gonna get into the meat of things. We're seeing. I know you'd be here, but seeing who's gonna show up on their very busy, auspicious day. Take this thing. We wear hats. We need to stop wearing hats. Let the sun. And if we're inside, let everything hit our head. It's there. It's Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have to put the scan through one more time. Shit is retarded, man. Right. The Wi-Fi here. This guy. This individual. I got some weird words about him. That he likes people live here. He goes and he looks at their accounts and sees what they're talking about. I'm not the one he wants to do that with, but this fake government gives them the obviously watch. It must be my neighbors, and I can log in on it. Nope, not gonna do it. Wow. Well, it's B&B next door. It's my TV, Samsung 68, Samsung 60 inch, excuse me, 7 series. It was a Galaxy Watch again. I don't want to be hooked up to that. I don't want to see something that might be going on. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. Know nothing about it. Nope. All right. So this is going to take a little while. The permissions are there. There's the visual, my scroll, and back, and split screen, move. That. Okay. Let's get to 180. All right. So I just want to make sure it's set up. You turn everything off, reset it, turn it on. I'm about to charge this battery too. I think I have about like maybe 12 minutes of flying time now. So. But anyway, so one person, it's not, I'm not even gonna start talking. It's not even worth it. I can wait. We will check my food right quick. Put this over here on the models. I was working on my models for a little bit. Cleaned up one of my guns, but the other one I'm not. I'm gonna put about 2,000 rounds to it. Hopefully there's no catastrophic failure or anything like that. It's an AR platform. But right now I'm gonna get some good food, some sodium. Peas got protein, but I don't care about that. I want to put enough squash in this, but it's not. It's Asian, and I want to keep it that way. You know what I mean? So let's see here. All right. All right. All right. What's up? Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna run it 2 more minutes in there. It's actually well cooked, but I'm gonna run 2 minutes and let it sit for 2 minutes. Then I can dig in. And that's gonna be the middle of meals for today. No corn. I don't have any of my purple, blue, or maroon, or red corn. All right. All right. Let's. Okay. Signal's locked. Let's get the wire over. Put this up here. That over there. It's not bad. Put that on. I should put it away. Okay. Oh, you know what I have to do? Phone off and on. Damn. I'm waiting. I'm hoping that somebody's supposed to call. Family, close relations, and I don't know. I don't depend on anybody anymore. I could easily take advantage of those who offer things and stuff. That's not what I'm here for. It's not our purpose on earth. At least that's not my purpose in my family. So whatever their purpose is, I don't have a clue. You know. I'm gonna get some copper in me, guys. I said do it every 2 or 3 days. My copper is kind of low, and I need to get some potassium. That means I have to go all the way to Sprouts. I'm gonna have to wait till next week because I don't have. I'm not gonna sit there spending $56 for gas. But it shouldn't even be this price because it's not a fossil fuel. Gas should be no more than about $1.75. Doing the math with a whole bunch of my brothers and sisters who number crunch, know the storage facilities, know how many hybrid and electric vehicles out there. Gas should be no more than $1.25. Exactly. But, you know, I would like to see other people's numbers. I've seen some of the stats and number crunches out there, and they're so bullish. I'm talking about mathematicians. I'm talking about people, whether it be medical billing or this, that, study, like people who took courses on the side and online courses just to learn something to further. You know what I'm saying? That way, if we got involved in something, we were already clear on something. Or if they needed to test us, they'd be like, wow. I just did an IQ test, man. That's those things. So I've done like 5 different ones. Blowing them out the water. I'm starting to think this water they call aqua vana that comes from Italy. It's just fucking water from here, recycled from the fucking water treatment plants. Honestly, okay. Now this came back on to see if the reset came in. What's the drink level? Okay. Let's give it a couple of minutes. But really want to wait for people. I can go on the phone and say, hey, look, man, I'm going live. Because I don't think some people hit the notification bar. And then some people are busy on a Sunday, and and it's nice weather. So I would advise people to go out there with the family and play and look at all that they have to see. Look at everything all around them. Look at the trees, listen to the birds, see the animals, squirrels, if you're in those areas. Um, Look at your vehicle. Don't be so much appreciative about the job you have, or don't be so much appreciative that your fridge is full. Be humbled at the fact that you have allowed yourself to exist in this moment of time, in this, I would say relevant. I would say it's more relevant to an experiment that you have made it this far in with your experience. But don't hold on to it. Don't hold it. Don't hold on to it. Don't wear it like a badge of, it's it's not honorable in living in lies. Um, I've said some things. I know some people are going to share some things. I know there's a lot of people who go to look. They haven't done unsubscribe and nothing else. So I don't like that beat. I'll turn it off. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, it's unnecessary. I need to get up and not be lazy. And I just open it. There we go. A couple minutes there. I got a lot of the box equipment over here. I need to transition upstairs to my science room because I'm not training nobody right now. My man Lee is a police officer buddy of mine. I'm supposed to bring him and the kids over, but he had to go back out and work, and he works hard. He does a lot of mining and stuff like that. I used to weld, so I know exactly what he's going through. So I still can weld. I just a little before it's long, demanding hours. My back for the moment. I can't even take a half hour. It's tight work. If you ever been inside of an electric coal fire plant, the work that has to be done as far as breaking old wells and putting in new wells, and knowing how to TIG weld, not just rod, stick weld, different types, and so there's a lot, aluminum weld and all that stuff. So I don't have. Last time I went, my knee swelled up as big as a hard. Remember those big what do you call it? You have baseball and then you have softball. Remember how those softballs are big? My knee swelled up big like that, and I refused to go get surgery, and it went down. I used ice and everything, but I kept pushing myself, even with my knee brace. I didn't care. I feel like when I start doing a job, I feel like the job is so important, and this is where we get blind at. The job is so important that I've got to accomplish it. I've got to accomplishment, no matter what. It's almost like if I was taking my last breath, like, don't stop. Oh, y'all see I shaved the goatee off because I'm about to let my beard grow in the way it's supposed to. I know a lot about my tribe, my ancestors, so I said, why do I keep doing these fashion, what people consider fashion, which has nothing to do with fashion? Our ancestors who wore goatees, they were more inclined to be the warrior teachers. I don't like the word warrior. We have another word for it. I don't like that warrior thing. And that is because we know that we're at war, and we're just waiting for the appropriate motherfucker that wants to take our scalp to come along so we can body them. And they're out here, and they want to be pressed. They really believe in their training and everything. But see, there's somebody above them who either is going to make them example or tell them no, because they have a little more insight, and it's good for them. It's not good for us. A warrior's death is the greatest as far as the commonality to the truth. 10 toes down. And it's not arbitrary, but it's real meaning. Most of us don't want that. We like to see people prosper, even in this little world we live in. But you have so many people with this sick mentality, and they're arguing in their fake, made-up history and philosophy of soul controllers. Didn't work before. It didn't work before that. And it's definitely not going to work with these new. And they didn't come into the world for that. They came in because there was a curse upon us. And they don't even understand that, because how can a curse understand a curse? They can be alleviated. They can rise to the occasion and be with their family. But no. There's a lot of sick puppies up there, pale skin and melanated, who work with them for the demise of many, which in the end will have only been like any other war or whatever. It's loss of life and futile that creates, and what they think is they're going to create more sociopaths. No, they'll be rounded up this time, and there's no school or camp for no. So whatever words you want to utilize, I don't want to say it on here. It is what it is, and they don't have to believe it. They can believe their position in life and what they do and how they get away with it. They can even believe in a lie that is relevant to what they believe, because that's their conditioning, and they stand on that, well, I stand on facts of my knowledge of knowing of something compared to those who don't have a freaking clue. I don't have to make up. I'm not in the. I believe in those things to a core, a certain, I don't want to mess with anybody's energy on that field because most people act like they know something. They actually know absolutely nothing about it. And the word meshik, please stop using that word. Especially you sisters that get all with the Baphomet and all this other made up Luciferian pookie bullshit. When Lucifer, the name of the individual is supposed to be speaking of, is the betrayer, the brother. When I tell you the story of the pale wolf and the dark wolf, once I get the numbers on here, you'll understand it. Now there is something dark out there, but we don't have to formulate and forego the reality ration if you're stepping into the order and out of chaos of things. Who cares? That's what's important. Okay. Oh, you can't make this. You know what? I might have to go outside when I do this. That's weird because this internet is a real cheap, crappy one, and my 4G. I'm not doing 5G. I've got 3G phone. I'm thinking about going back to. I just got an update, and it once it goes through, I just want to show you the clarity on the Note 10 compared to the other phones I've used. It's just really giving me a sack of. It's being real booty, guys. I'm sorry, the program is abnormal and is going to quit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Why would a phone be telling you, I'm sorry? This is what happens when other companies get involved with our stuff and they're told to do things and create things. I can't. I'm not gonna go into it. But I'm witnessing that here because this should automatically kick. It doesn't matter what platform it should kick up already, and that's what all these updates are coming in. Just be more prying and nosy to make sure that if you go and clear your history, that it can still gather and keep that information like like it means something. When I keep telling people, I'm sorry if I told you that. If you don't watch porn, just load it up so it can throw them off, and you'll start seeing things come down. Don't go looking at voodoo type stuff. I'm not, the taboo shit. Don't get caught up in that. But I'm saying watch that crap. I'm just saying, just type it in and let it pull up and go into history. Just give them a whole lot of bull crap, and when they watch and this, that, and other, they I don't see how this person or individual. It's none of their business really. But I'm just saying, look at all kind of adult diapers. Last thing on your mind, just fill it up because see the AI or whatever it is that went online not too long ago, facial recognition, even if you don't ask for it, it's all there. There's no way around it. Thing is to move beyond that. I keep seeing a lot of people talk about it. Another thing I see, it's funny how in all the liberal states where we got all the mass confusion, the crime, the stealing, the burning, Negroes running around hating on pigs, they say. Turn around and start acting like fucking pigs and stealing from themselves. So now you got your sister and your cousin who wants to get diapers, but they can't because you stole them all up and they're in some warehouse somewhere. So while you sell them and make it because you care about more or less about materialistic things, but not the soul of the person or the reason behind it. And then you have Antifa. These groups, you ain't gonna see. Look, go to a state with a Republican mayor and see how much looting and trashing and burning, murdering and killing is going on. I can go to the media's Chicago black shootings and go to 20 others where it shows suicide, police suicides, had people beaten to death, stabbed to death, and then compare the numbers today with the Dems, these liars who are doing an act for the secret government societies and corporations that are Marxists and everything else you can think of, and then show you 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago where it was 50 times worse. See, the media don't care what you think because they know that you think what they put out there, and that's all that matters. I'm not saying they should stop. I mean, hey man, if they got the juice like that and you're stuck like that, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a dab with them. Like, all right, you got enough dumbasses. So I'm definitely not here to stop what they're doing. So, and you know what? It's funny. Somebody who's got Jewish bloodline. Actually, that is our bloodline in them, but they brought it back fucked up. But anyway, and I'm not a Jew, but that's the name they took on in the 1600s. The Bolognese, the Pelskins are married into my family. No, look like my father's side. My mom, I'm not gonna get caught up in that shit because they didn't bring nothing because all the children from that side of the family are dark as midnight. Indian and what we considered the Dutch Jews or Jews. Yeah. So for real talk, all right. And some people are saying my dad was got some French in it. I'm like, man, y'all don't have a clue about real world history other than the stuff they've been teaching the bull crap, the divisionists, the race theories, that race is a theory. Yeah, and nobody wants to study that. Whenever I hear prominent people put on the stage talking about, we're supposed to be leaders and musicians and boxers, I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're an athlete. That's what the fuck. You're not a leader. You're not a spokesperson for us unless we deem so. We are our own spokespeople who should work together as far as communication of what's relevant or not. Just like we created the goddamn federal government, which for some reason I think they're creating chaos, and it's because they play in front of the scenes of those behind the scenes. But poison in the water still, right? Poison in the air, poison in the food, weakening you, and with these dumb asses. And it's not about crayon colors. You need to understand this, man. Doing all this genetic biology and this, that, and the other, and keep making the food and making weaker. Talking about, well, America's got the fattest, most obese people. Do you know what corn solids, high fructose corn syrup does to the system? It works with the enzymes, the brain, how it slows down your metabolism, messes with your sleep patterns. Can you diffuse that with a solemn word of understanding, other than the ideologies of those who run around, built up on the predecessors of foolishness? No, I think so. All right. Let's see. Right. Mr. Chicken is yours. Okay. Pitch. Roll. Locked in. Okay. Where's the yaw at? It's programmed in. But it's still not coming up screen. Let me go back in there and make sure that it's got the permission. All right, I have to go to the app. It's the app, but I have to go into the app, which is kind of weird. It's the way it works on here, guys. Right? Okay, so the biometrics. That's for me. I might need to go to events for link to Windows, which is, yeah. We definitely need that. My S Pen is good. All right, it's going to automatically lock me in, and that's on from Windows. As far as operation, when I downloaded the freaking internet, sucks dick. This internet, he thinks he's slick. It's so pathetic. All right, my side S Pen is in. Is it? Yeah, it's in. All right, we don't fuck with Bixby routines. I don't need none stupid shit like that. My phone goes off. I turn that bitch off and let it die. All right, so we have the SOS, send the SOS message, which is, I turn that shit on, y'all. Because I believe it should be. I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do. God dog it. You know what? I'm gonna do this shit later. All right, so we'll make sure the data is where it should be. Okay, so we got the accessibility. Okay, which we want to make sure the notifications allow permissions, microphone, phone storage, set as default. I'm not gonna worry about that opening those links. I'm not gonna worry about all that because that's unimportant to me. That's on. It's allowed. It's solid. It's in. So let me open to make sure that the visibility enhancement is. Okay. This is some battery shit, but I'm not worried about it. Same character watching, but I'm just doing the magnification, camera, hearing enhancements, and we're at balance between left and right. So we got okay, sound detectors. I want that. Okay, press and hold volume up and down keys for 3 seconds. Doorbell detector shortcut. Okay. Okay. We're gonna just make sure that this is a pull-out caption. Install services 6. Okay. Using one function. High contrast runs blah direct list off. Just want to make sure it's wow, everything is good. So use a break out of me. I want to go right to the app itself. And I want to make sure that everything, as far as Bixby's, I don't use Bixby. I don't know if turning that off when I did. Might have some effects with some things. But I like doing this. Figuring stuff out. It's like I don't want nobody to tell me shit unless I really I ask for it and I need it. We have that. Permissions are good. Storage. Boom. Remove permissions if app isn't in use. So that's great. No need to. App timer. Move data. Kilobytes. Maps. Boom. And that's for updates. It has to be. Version 2.0.0 and it's good. Daily. Up 6 p.m. Same as yesterday. Received 17 more times than yesterday. Up a percentage. It's not bad. This is all for this. And I've got the other one on here. I know y'all know the pretty expensive one. I have that one on here as well. And that one, the moment I pull that thing out and I put the program in, it does it all. Comes back, lands damn near right in the back of the truck, and I fold the thing and put it up, and I'm gone. You know, this one's a little older than that, but so, I remember somebody said charge it up to make sure it's charged up. Get a warrant. The antenna's really good. I like the antennas at the bottom, not at the top, and it has another one on each side. That's good. So it'll connect, and while that's that. Because that's what it's connected to. You turn this on. So that's where I put my phone at. And I have the little thing I can put around the sides up here, so it hangs around my neck and with GoPro and all that. Wait till it's reconnected. Let's let it sit there and do its thing. Now, I was looking at Portland, Oregon, Boston, Massachusetts, certain places. I was looking at Tallahassee, Duval County, Clay County, Florida. I was looking at Louisiana. I was looking at certain parishes, and I was looking at more so at liberal condensed areas. And the mayors who pretty much are advocating for this kind of violence. And I went back the last 2.5 years and watched how they strategically plan to how these infiltrators come in, and our people are easily swayed. Why? Why are they not? How hard was it to get them in the 60s to have the woman with beautiful children and the man who they put out of work after the war and during the war, who was very capable of doing the job based upon this racial dichotomy, and it didn't affect every family. We're talking about mostly in the liberal states, and then the Republican, that part where the racial identity was a superiority reform that had nothing to do with truth or the values of that were integral or the integrity of life on our soil. I look at all sides and the parts they played in this division by a small number of people who were the influencers. First of all, the lie of the Western history, which makes the pale skin believe we're superior when it didn't go down that way. If you want to know the truth of it, we're superior because we're the one that won all the wars. Oh no, this is under a lens. No. Go back to Theodore Teddy Roosevelt and read about what he said as far as the wars that he fought with us and why he refused not to have us with him until he got into politics and realized, okay, there's Negroes there, but they are part of a different agenda, you know? And he had to sign off on things. It's just the way it is when you get in them back rooms. It's like when you want to get into music and you go to Speed Daddy and he's got this big $1 million place and you're a young, ignorant motherfucker and you got a song or whatever, and you don't have the backbone and the fortitude like some have to say, no, I'm not going down like that. But you over there under his table, you know, kissing his knob, giving him a job, and then he allows you to peg him. Oh, yes. Oh, a lot of them. Birdman, they all, and they're handpicked and selected because there are greater musicians and rappers out there who are overlooked, blackballed, and everything. You can go and look them up. Some of them have podcasts where they talk about this stuff. I just had this one fool. He's ignorant. He says, "Oh, you look like you're half Indian." I said, "Well, what does an Indian look like?" He's young. When he started talking about Johnny Depp, I just walked away from this. I just walked away from him. I was reading. I was like, I'm done. I don't even care. Whatever. I had no feeling at all for it. I mean, I was curious, like, where did that come from? What does an Indian look like? I said, brother, you look more Indian than me. And he looked like some big ass gorilla out motherfucking the zoo. But I was being dead ass honest. I said, you look like more Indian than I do. But I understand you just don't know that. And, I couldn't entertain the shit. Okay, let's see here. Woo! That copper does the body good. I'm gonna show you the silver not to use. Now, I have used it. I believe that it helped bring me down a little bit. To be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I should put a kelp cube in here. Yes, sir. We need a little kelp in this. This is miso. So if you got kelp or something like that, whether it's juicy or whatever, go ahead and throw it in there. That chlorophyll and the iodine from that stuff is magnificent. Things that do for you are, hey, look, unequivocally, and it's salty. Just great. All right, so we put that in there. It's a cube. I'll show you here in a minute. Not the box I showed before. Go back in the video, share it with your friends, your family, so they'll know something. All right, so let's close that up. Okay, I got my Marvels hot pad, which my hands are pretty tough. I'm sitting right here in front of me. Yeah, my Marvels. What's up? Childhood, good childhood. That's the cube. It's kelp. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom. This is very hot. It's got seaweed in it, and just gonna let it sit. It's got peas and broccoli rabi, rabini, however you want to pronounce it, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna let this sit for a couple minutes. No lid, no nothing like that. Now this is bioactive silver hydrosol. All right, this is like a colloid. What you want is, and this is not gonna kill you, but you prefer to have chelated silver. If you do like a lot of certain greens that attract metals, but this is 10 ppm, so it may pull it out your body. And the thing about this is pharmaceutical grade. This is not the crap I would advise. If you did get colloidal silver, get this one right here. All right, the Solomon Silverite. Get that. But if not, purchase from them because they make chelated silver as well. And there's a couple other companies that are really supposed to be better. So they don't use all the binders and everything. They actually use the powder. It's a collector. It collects in water with the rods, and they take that and they dry it and they put it in a pill and they press it. And it's straight up. That's why it's chelated. Like if you want to make hydrogen, with the silver and the, and the electricity and the purified water and all that, and then take that, run it in a tube and turn it into a combustion with pressure, what I'm saying? Run a car on hydrogen, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty simple how it works, guys. And you can take a gas-powered V8 engine in a week, tear everything down, and make it drive off of gas and switch over to hydrogen. It's not too complicated, but it's possible. So this I might take once a week, but I don't have any chelated silver right now. I said I had some. One look, I didn't. Maybe I let somebody use it. I don't know. It's no big deal, you know. Right, there we go. There we go. This is gonna be delicious. There we go. This is strictly miso, which is chlorophyll pasta, and vegetables. Yeah, this will be longer, a couple more minutes. Let's break it real good, and then I'll take a picture of that camera down here. This is good. I'm hungry too, and this is just what I need. A little natural salt, you know. Oh man, this is delicious. Let me see. Oh. Almost like I thought it was Japan, but it could be a little more saltier. Matter of fact, put a little Himalayan. I have some Hawaiian black salt, but I don't like mixing it. It's expensive as crap. So let's put a little Hawaiian. I mean, Himalayan, which is actually Himalayan is actually I don't know why they call it Himalayan pink salt when it's Pakistan. It's Pakistani. That's where it's from. It's Pakistan. It's Pakistani pink salt. That's where it's collected from. Is that the Himalayas? Not when I last checked. When I went over there, so I don't know. I don't know why they do all that. You gotta say it other than what's called Pakistani pink salt. I mean, like, oh, maybe some I'm missing. Maybe some I forgot. Or I didn't learn when I was traveling the world. Right? You don't need a lot. You know what? It's only a little bit. I gotta fill it up. Yeah, fill it up. There we go. Let's get it salty, baby. Let's get some sodium. Well, it's healthy shit. It's not really like that. Just almost out. Up. But yeah, you know, we're living in a world of just complete abundance of foolishness. And I was looking at, I used to watch the Bikini homegirl, you know, African girl. Come to find out, she's a lesbian and she likes doing free, but she has sex. She's a soul freak. Hey, more power to them, right? But the problem I have is, how is that supposed to cultivate the truth on earth? Because it's obvious where a person lives at, the influences in history and schooling, the breakdown, and then some people might say some real negative stuff that's based on some some false and fake information of race and all the other bull crap that we need to really get away from. Instead, Himalayan got a kick to it too. When it's first schooling. Oh my god. I need to go get this one. I'm just wrong. You know, buy some what you call some American dough, whatever. It's bread, but it's edible. You can eat. I just be in here just going to town. Made with sweet potatoes. It's like a what they do it in flour. It's, you just grab it. It's like a bread, like a like fufu or something like that. Shit like that. But it's good, not nasty. One thing I miss, I do. I used to love being overseas, being with families and eating with my hands and sitting down, making salat with them. And they appreciated me because they knew I wasn't Muslim. But they were surprised at how much information and what I knew. And I used to ask them, why are you surprised? You all. Charge her up again. But I was watching one of these police officers in all these states, and I was watching how they move, and I was watching how the people who put them out there to do the most corrupt things, who send them out there with an objective that ain't based on law, not steeped in law at all, turn around and they think they're eloquent in their words and say, well, due to the position we're in today, this is what we're deemed, and we can. That's not what police put there for. It's solve crimes, investigate stuff, make sure roads are safe. There's no collapsing structures and hills. You go into buildings, you work in currency, make sure fire codes and everything up to date. Oshkosh, this, that, and other. But no, they've been given a wrong direction because they need it because it's diversion. It's diversionary. And also the people that are hired more times than not, they're looking for people who are very ignorant. You think they want somebody in there that wants to do the right thing? If that was good, they wouldn't need quality immunity. But what quality and immunity from being fucked up? Well, that tells you right there that you've been living under tyranny and you haven't paid attention at all. Mm-hmm. Some shrimp or lobster chunks in this would be the bang for pescatarian. And I got shrimp, but it's vegan, but it tastes the same. I should have cooked some up. I got some already made. I should have heated it up. This right here, oh my God. You know, I could sprinkle some blue spirulina to get some vitamin C and D and like that, and some other minerals. And magnificent. I should go get some of that and sprinkle some blue spirulina, which is this is an algae, fungus, fungi, but it's very good for you. Oh my God. Damn. But yeah, I could do a mukbang, and I ship my own stuff. They all asked me to make sandwiches again over here, so if I do that from in here, I will keep the numbers and I will pay taxes. There's no way around it. And when I drive, that's why I have insurance. My car is registered. Otherwise, I know that I'm working in currency. There's no way around it. It's just the way it is. I abide by certain laws that make sense. Doesn't mean that I respect all those laws, because we are literally still under the barter system, hitting the many because you work with them learn economics, so you don't know the deep roots of all this stuff, this information. So I'll be back on Facebook here in a day, but I'm not going back on no time soon. Nope. People are too stuck they're in the sucking place on those platforms. They're in the sucking place on this platform. How's a woman go out there blind, guns, and living a wonderful life, very nice? But you gotta have her ass in hands, walk around with it. See, this is when we get into moral subjugation. What is morality? Who deems it? And what does it mean? Let's look here. Up, a little context, a little material. She's pro 2A. I have an issue though, the way she carries herself. And some people say, hey man, that's your right, blah, blah, blah. Well, we've gotten that far, but we forgot about what I was saying in the beginning, about the 50s or 60s. What woman want their man out of their life? So they can have state welfare. When the woman is always talking about the woman always stands by the man, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get through this. And they destroyed many of our clans and tribes through that shit. That was like a last hurrah for them. And then women started having more abortions. Oh, Margaret Sanger, yeah. Couldn't stand y'all black asses, but you just love the job what she make possible for you, huh? Some of our greatest warriors, by way of rape, y'all just kill off a whole fucking you killed off a whole generation. How the fuck? So whenever I see these little new, because they were nothing like us when we was their age. Fuck out of here. These cats, and we got old heads who, most of the ones talking, the ones have been locked up, so they're not saying nothing. You know, they coming into the truth, but they ain't saying nothing worthwhile. We got old heads. All these young cats, they want to go. A lot of us are on go. We just know how to keep the shit turned off until it's appropriate. And we know how to react and respond. Motherfuckers shooting all over the place and running up. I'm not going to get into that, but there's a whole lot of things that are not spoken or mentioned. I hope you're the idiot from overseas that's putting up the little porn on my site. I hope you are. I know that YouTube is allowing it, which is pretty sad. Well, yeah, Texas. By way of what? Hindustan? Where? Indonesia? Saudi Arabia? Liberia? Or your program? I don't know. I don't know, guess here because I really don't care. I'm asking questions, I guess you would think I care, right? It's like you don't care. Neither do I. And competition's sake. I believe you're right there out of hype Israel. Or someone joining, connecting, United Nation, whatever that means. Platform. Maybe you're ex-military, tier 1 or above operator or something like that. I don't know. But I think it's funny. Now, if I said something, I wouldn't want you to jump off of here. And I was just leading you. Okay. All right. That's good. And that's... Just want to see. Oh, okay. All right. I see. Do I want to do that? Awesome. Y'all still see me. I'm just doing something here. Okay. Cool. I just learned something new here, which is pretty awesome. And let me see me bring it up. So I have now. All right, we're gonna just. I can actually just split screen. Oh wow. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, this is a day of laziness for me. This is just all it is. Pure laziness. No more, no less. So, let's go ahead and slide this over here. All right. So I can actually, I can do in and end pictures if I want. I can have a which guard set up where I can have it looking at me and do a whole lot of stuff on here and then use my tablet to, run all kind of stuff. Maybe down the road I'll do that. But I'm going to get into the meat of what I actually got on it. I got on here. I'm just looking at some things. This is pretty awesome. I love this. And this is what I'm glad this is part of the update. All right. Okay, that's perfect. That is so, I love it. So this is what I was going for before, and I had a hard time finding it. All right. Oh, a little secret. You don't have to believe nor trust. Anyhow, me so stupid, it's so good. I wanted to eat this, get the crab patties done. Probably eat the soup when I come back. Well, I might not eat this evening, but I'm getting ready to go to the range. So I'm a red Nike it out, tank top, no t-shirt, because it's still hot out that motherfucker. I love the heat, love the sun. We want to load up. certain nutrients that are important for the body's continued development, other than the fact that for the body to develop appropriately, you need to fast. Hey Lee, happy Father's Day, bro. Man, when you putting that damn uniform, that police uniform back on, man? Stop playing with me, bro. It's my brother Lee wishing me a happy Father's Day. But yeah, happy Father's Day, man. You good dad, you good father, man. Love you, bro. Good dude. Oh, yeah, he got that. Let's see. Why is the stuff just not popping up? You got it, family. Wow. Anderson RL. What is that? What are you calling me about, bro? 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Well, I always tell people, excuse me. I tell people all the time, call me at any time. So I'm not upset. I was just like, wow, I just saw that. I didn't notice that. Yeah, just again, well, like I'm stating here, this is just me being natural, which is obvious. Nothing written, none of the stuff that the other things, some of my little notepad, nothing. I just wanted to come on because there's certain things that you can see the topic, I want to touch on. I'm not going to do it with one people watching. I can wait. So I'll talk around the bush. I'm getting a protein overload right now. I literally want to get up under about 275 and just push it out like I'm going crazy on the heart bus. I can feel it. Like, wow. This is so good. I think I got like 5 more of these left, bro. I can literally live off of these. Miso soup with peas, kelp, and seaweed. I didn't put no teriyaki base or garlic in it, with the Himalayan salt. Black and wine salt is much better, but Pakistani pink salt. And the miso package is the net organic. It's not, the sodium's so low. It's like, I think right. The one I get is like 7% below the 12, 14. So salt's not gonna kill you. It's all the other stuff. It creates hypertension. Your heart can't handle it. Pink picks. Suppose my favorite. I don't need all that salt. That's funny because we used to take a handful, shot the killer, do the handful of salt first. I used to be like, some of these ain't salty. Some of them aren't salty. There'll be some of them with bottom nutrient. I mean, top nutrient. That's bottom nutrient. You know, I'll be like, what? Oh man. Yeah. All right, bet. So, you think I'm playing when I said I see you? Okay, I'll see you. Bro, I'm not into that religious stuff, brother. No problem to you though. I love. I'm just hungry. But anyway, all these people running around, burning, looting, and look at where Antifa's at and what they're doing, and who you think supports them and who was bailing them out of jail. Come to find out, these people ain't have a record after all that. Dismissed them. dab on that. Hey, man, that's how they plan and they're getting away with it. Hey. Well, one thing for sure, you see they doing it where they can do it at. I mean, I'm drinking all this. Look, and this is my little homemade, when I make my vegan eggplant or artichoke lasagna. Artichoke lasagna is the bomb. Don't act retarded. Oh my God. Like when I'm sick, that's what the fuck I'm going to be drinking. That right there, that alone, fuck all the other stuff. Man, a few peas and corn or whatever in there, some whatever. In Japan, it's not an insult to slurp your orange China, your soup or your tea or whatever. It's like, well, tea, a certain way you gotta do tea. It's quiet, no kind of shit. Japan, man, you slurp, it's compliment. Unless it's changed, I don't know, in a long time. Oh, that was delicious. Oh my goodness, that was bomb. Oh, I can actually go the rest of the night without eating shit. Shoot. Damn, that was good. That was so friggin' good. Oh my God. And very filling and not filling at all. If you understand that. Okay. Wow, that really changed a lot. That really changed. Well, let's see how much I've lost out. 2.36, huh? So that's an all-time 1.36, which is down by 4 point. I'm just looking at stocks, guys. Small, little, tiny ass investments that I'm playing with. But I'm also paying attention to where and how, and I always seek out the why. It's a game. They wake up in the morning, I think they flip a coin. And bada boom, bada bing. We get what we did. Yeah. Why does it say that? Really? My internet just went out and it's coming back on? Like, what is that all about? Okay. Challenge. Okay. 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 But I was waiting. Lloyd. No, he's hanging on to that. Where's my was Lulu at? Okay. Some people are having a good time today, and I understand it because I need to get outside too, and it's around 2:48. So I've been on here almost an hour. Let's talk about things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out to the range. I'm taking my side by side out. I feel like riding it out there, load my rifles and everything. Make sure I load my camel with some electrolytes. And I'm going to expand, send some rounds down range. I'm gonna attempt to record it, so I need to make sure that this is at 87%, 87%. I'm gonna go out there and record it. Just for little pieces that I see how I can cut and edit, and I can add little things here and there. So let's dice it in. Maybe do a voiceover where I explain what I'm doing, or unless it picks up while I'm moving. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this down, and later on, I'll do the same as far as you see up there. It draws you in, and I will express and expand on that information, that alone. Um, Many things I was talking about was to take it to a specific place, and then with the Antifa, you know, Negroes always talking about pigs and coppers and all this other stuff, and yet nobody wants to hold themselves responsible because we have a system where you don't have to be held responsible unless you're deemed a slave, awarded a state, and now you can produce for them, sewing stuff, building stuff, going as far as even in certain places, weld and woodwork and stuff like that. So it all has an end. It has a point, to, that will be made, and I just wish people would just allow themselves to see something without having to, or believing that they have to have a certain person with a certain platform. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it natural. I'm going to keep it as organic as possible. And I've had offers. People want to, come, GoPro the camera and record moving around because they know how I move around. People over here are like, you're red, man. We can really. And I'm like, maybe that would be good to come out like that. But no, I want people to meet me and understand that I'm going to share. I'm going to share me. I'm going to share what we've lost, not the ability, but like I say when I'm talking, I'm gonna share like a how-to, because we haven't lost the ability. We just there's a lot of confusion. Some words someone uses they're kind of bad and they're not appropriate. They're not helpful. Yeah, and the name calling and stuff doesn't make it better either. And I've always known that, but we don't have to be so ding dong. I mean, we don't have to. I uploaded a video. I believe I did. Where I go when I'm jogging, down the hill, I look at Wild Weep and all that. Where I go down there to the beach, where they make a lot of movies at Star Wars and Planet of the Apes, and go to that side. And let people see what, even without, I'm used to being around trees and foliage and all that kind of stuff, whether it be the fall or the spring, the auburn, the coming of the falling, and the beautiful colors that come with it. But also with the mezzanines and the cliffs and the mountains and the hills and the stuff that I've been up on and climbed up and rode over. And, when you look out over there, you're like, yeah, people live out there and everything. It's like to look for truth and history. And I've seen more than my share and more than enough of truth and history of our presence here. And I've also seen how they attempt to hide. And, first thing I says, excuse me, you don't own my ancestors. You don't own me. You damn sure don't own all that. And I walk right by them. They stand there looking stupid. There have been times I said, how do you think you can come over here, be born here a couple of generations, and tell me where to move on my soil? Don't give me that federal shit. Don't give me that government shit. They don't know how, they haven't known how to do right since the beginning. Here you're enacting and talking about the people that create all the problems and your problems. But you probably happy because you stand there in that costume. Get out, just stay on my way. Make your phone calls, do what you gotta do. Leave me the fuck alone. And I'll leave you alone. Because right now, you're not my sister. You're not my brother. You're not my friend. I love you. But I don't have respect for you. You lost that. Easily to gain back, but I can't respect that which has no respect for itself. I'm not gonna love you till you love yourself. I love everybody, but I'm not gonna sit there and play that game of I'm gonna love you till you love yourself. Shit, no, you gonna take your life. Don't let me interfere. I'm part of that suicide awareness and reach out because there are people who are in pain and they're confused, and I'm about diet changes, getting away from certain people, even if it's your goddamn family. They're the sickest motherfuckers in the bunch. Getting away from them. Seriously. I think the water that comes in this is toxic. I haven't called them, but I will. I got a frozen jar of it. A friend of mine wants to test it across over here on the street. I told him I got like 5 different waters over like for you to do a test. And we just call these people. Be like, so you trying to poison this motherfucker? Straight up, just like that. We're not gonna be nice. Yeah, for those who if you're there, make sure they're aware that we're gonna call them. So let them know. That's how you'll move. Somebody's going somewhere and you pinging and you're following them and you get your idiots riding around and, yeah, he's going there, reach out, who we got there on deck, make sure he gets this, not that, that's how sick y'all are and stupid.
Oh, that's my zombie game. Oh shit. Okay. I forgot. I forgot that my zombie game, man. I haven't played that in a long time. That sounds stupid, right? But no, this is a game that actually is on my phone. All right. Because this is Skyrider. This is my Skyrider. You can look that up. It might be cheaper than when I got it. All right. Why did I take that off there? What was I doing? All right. Why did I remove that? Space Coyotes dispensaries. No, y'all do GMO shit. No wonder y'all. Space Coyote, y'all watch them on Instagram or YouTube, man. They look like she's a nervous wreck. I hope all that. See, they're smoking, but they're not smoking the right shit. They're smoking their own hybrid sativas and shit. Sativa's the worst thing in the world, I think, to smoke. If you need something to mellow you out and pick you up at the same time, you want drugs, motherfucker, as well as I'm concerned. No hate. I'm just. Oh, okay, there it is. Stating the fact. It's in that little. How they get up in there? Stating the fact, man. You've done some drugs, or you are that chemically fucked up, and that's no. I don't say that to be harmful or hurtful. But just being honest. Why? Spotify. Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying that to be honest. And I know honesty is a hard motherfucker. Trust me, it is. And I've got 5. What? Oh, books. Sorry, guys. I get updates on a lot of books that are hard to come by and find. Really? There's one book called Wicca Teachers. It's pretty interesting. I always say to people, like, if you're gonna get books and stuff, do not let it rule you. And a lot of people, man, they get books and man, first thing out the back, oh, we believe in them because I'll be like this. Okay. All right, let me see here. We want to go to. Why are they doing that? What? Not installed, goofy fucks. My Amazon Music, it was installed. I removed it because these antivirus app for Android craps are nothing but fart. I think that's the way they get in there and they're nosy. They get all your information, ordering online and stuff. And the government allows it. Trust me. Okay, so we're gonna let that come up. Let's see who that was. I'm sure that. They say 6 races came from women sleeping with monkeys. This is what happens when you befriend somebody and they don't look at your videos and your history on Facebook. I'm just gonna tell them, regardless of what they say, they're wrong, and if you believe it, you're wrong. I don't entertain that shit. Keep it to yourself. He called me at 2 in the morning. This individual, Anderson Allen El Tahak, whatever that means. I don't even know what the language is. And I'm like, who is this guy? This motherfucker on drugs or something? But some people are so arrogant and ignorant, they don't know. No, I have no emotions, feelings. I don't mind putting a person in their place, especially the tough motherfuckers. And you can tell when they do something like that, somebody's got them believing in something, or maybe he's that hungry or that thirsty. I'm supposed to give guidance. But first, I want to discipline him in respect. All right, brother? And anybody that knows me will tell you real quick, oh no, Red, no, he'll. They know. No, he's like a fucking wolf. He will, no. He's not going to ask anybody for help when it comes to that. No, he's. Mm-mm. And they won't sit there and tell you if I did it to them, but they'll tell you. And, we got a lot of non-believers because we got a lot of people who are young in their head, not mature or anything. They're obscure from the reality of truth. And my thing is truth. I don't give a fuck how you feel and what you're thinking. Because I know when you open your mouth, if it's chaotic. Now, the way I'm talking might seem like it, right? No, I'm deep in thought. The process. I said I'd hang up and I'll come back on a little later, right? But I made the choice to change that, continue on and say what needs to be said because this is going to get uploaded. And I'm not going to upload these videos I made, except for a few. You've seen I've uploaded ones recent that I've done, but the ones that I've been working on editing, I'm not uploading those until the people come around. And I know it's a main thing to block, but it's not for division and separation. It's just not for it. It's commonality we all have. And there's a way to reach out and touch people and to share other things. And I believe that if you're going to be a bushcrafter, don't just do bushcraft. Share your life, share your moments, share so people can see, so you can be very transparent because I know some people who do, they go out there and they do all that, and they beat their wives. They ain't got YouTube channels, and I don't know, they're being exposed. But they go out there, bushcraft, and getting, making good money, making good currency. And yet, even with children born and everything, they turn around. They have a hands-on approach when it comes to relationships, and that's chaotic. So I'm here to not expose. I'm here to expand on these things. So maybe that some of our people who might be doing that are not too afraid to come on over, and I can set up my table and connect it, and we can do a virtual room with there's many platforms we can use. Clubhouse, like whatever, we can just, there's a number of them. I have a few of them on here. Clubhouse is one. One of my one of the ones I prefer. I'm gonna actually pull it up now. When we do have those conversations, which always seems to work pretty decent, as long as you have the code or if it's downloaded and you know how to utilize it, and it's a big W. It should be like Furnace. Whatever. I do retarded stuff, which I love. It's a chocolate boutillier. Pocky chips. I'm not doing that shit no time soon. Probably Veteran Affairs. Roll on Tranquil CBD. I think that's a gimmick. I really do. So if you ever see that pop up on your feed or whatever, do not buy it. They'll put 20 different rap stars and this, that, and other. This is some foreign, probably some Hindu stupid shit. But they want to, try and get everybody to come over and buy this product. Don't do it. They put Will Face on it. Go look at Will Face and see what he supports and and you won't see that there. And then press the issue and report it. Stop these idiots who are just dumb as fucking rocks. I got a lot of brothers and sisters I hate calling foreign, but I live in other continents. When I went to India, I was like, okay, well, where's all these smart motherfuckers in media playing that? Where are all these brainiacs? I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. They come over here trying to intimidate and make us and we got the children with the highest IQs on earth. Man, y'all losing, man. Y'all losing, and you're gonna fold. Now you think we're gonna get them, we're gonna get their DNA, we're gonna get whatever. Keep believing in your stupid little young stupid. You get nothing. You know what? Anyway, it's two on here. I got Clubhouse is one preferred, but then there's another one. I think I had it. This thing removes absence sometimes, which is weird. Right? It's a Calico 9mm, which I own too. I love that gun. That little rifle, whatever. It's a handgun. Right. I want to show you guys. I'm not going to go into if I have to download it again. I thought it was on here. They may have removed it with the updates. They put updates on here to be nosy and shit that I don't need. So I'm not hiding. And I don't want to see no harm come from no agent. Except when I cursed them police, I didn't rescind that. I put it there for a reason. And it doesn't matter if they leave or not. If you've done dirt, it's coming for you. It's coming for you. And it doesn't like them either, so that's in time when they all come back. It only takes a few of them. It's coming. So don't do dirty and then leave But don't continue to do dirty thinking that's your position because you're emotionally unstable and think that it's not going to come for you. You better start talking. You better start asking around. I'm not going to rescind it until y'all straighten up, or DOJ, it's going to start coming from them too. And they better get it together and start doing the right thing. They want to represent and say that's who they are. And more people are sending them out there too. So it's physical, but it's not physical like us. That's all I can say. I can't say anything else because I don't like having secrets. I don't believe in it. But this thing is well known or it's forgotten. They turned into some kind of legend, a myth, or I don't know. Oh well, too bad for those in the basement who would crawl up in a corner, you know, bloodshot in the eyes and pee and poop themselves after death. It's not my fault. So here my frequency just went off, so I gotta bring it back, y'all. I hear it. My frequency is like a, and I love it. And there it goes, coming back. It's not a whistle. It's not a. Just learn how to meditate and learn some things. It's kind of all off, so obviously I'm getting some interference, but I recognize the interference too, so before you know it, it won't be no interference. It won't mean shit. There it is. So this is targeted. So this is why I like to do live when idiots try the little goofy shits. So yeah, I actually see it here too, guys. So I'm not going to download it. I don't think that would be yeah. It's this internet sucks, bro. I know y'all say, well, look at you on here. No, it's not that. Why would it not pull up all information? Let's go down. This is weird. These updates, this is nosy. Yeah, I don't play all them crazy games. I can remove all that. Layer, left survive. What is that? Yeah. It's not installed because it's not my shit. Like, what is that? Wow. This internet sucks booty, y'all. I think my 4G is back. Oh, it went out. Okay, this is what they do. Yeah, this is the phone. Wubba lubba dub dub. Right. Okay, yeah. I think that's something on one of them damn shows. Or Fox. Orbit. I used to use Orbit when it first came out and then realized that it wasn't what it was or what it said it was claimed professed to be. Any of y'all got Robinhood investments? Well, anyway, Bitcoin all? Anyway. Hey! You know what? Now I can talk about some meaty stuff. I've been on here for over an hour and like, where's everybody at? I know it's Sunday. I know it's recovery time and all that kind of stuff. Wangapo. Hey, how's it going, Chukma? But I was over here just working with one of my drones, reprogramming it, getting it back onto my phone, a different phone from one I had, which is Note 10. It keeps updating like this, and just going through that. And I was talking about some things like it's funny because a lot of people know that even though I've always been a conservative, or not conservative, but a Republican, more libertarian, because my ancestors were. I don't jump boat when something like. How did we become liberals or Democrats when it was democratic society was based on a policy that was racist from its very roots? Even how they took the Klan over, which was our predecessors are keeping the South safe, and they perverted it and used it after the Civil War to make up people POWs, which is the narrative of slavery. Because the war to the state means literally slavery. Literally, it means that. And please like, subscribe, and share, because like I actually stayed on for an hour because I was talking to a bot or whatever it is. I don't know. And I said, what the hell? I just keep talking because I want to be organic, all natural, not Mr. Organic or anything like that, because it's not natural, because that's a show. That's living a fake life, and chaotic. But my thing is, how can in these little states, how can the information not be known there? Because we have broken generations of families. And I can just start at the 60s.
and show the decimation of the maternal and nurturing, you know, part of our society, and where it really broke down, and the migrations and the leaving and the coming back, and the fourth wall, which destroyed us as a people. And it's not a complete destruction because it was meant to happen. We just really never knew how it would happen. And that's what brings us to where we're at today with Antifa, and why it's the liberal states with these liberal mayors, the ones with the most violence as is, and people are killing each other like this, like Kool-Aid being poured from a freaking pitcher, you know, blue or pink pitcher or something. Back in the day, like you, I just don't get it. Lori Lightfoot, you know, the House Negro, the biggest House Negro, what's his name on the judge, the Supreme Court. I mean, the Black Caucus, like, why is that our people can't see that? And they're always crying gentrification, this, that, and other, but they want to be, oh, we're all in it together. And they don't understand that they're not just ignorant. It's the people on the other side who they bat against, but say they want to unite with, are both ignorant, but they don't want to know the truth of history or anything. They think that, oh, we can create a new world order. They want to be fascists and Marxists, and they don't even know the truth of that, because all those countries now act like the democracy, while our people are acting stupid because they don't know that we created the Republican Party, which was it wasn't even a party, it was Christianity, to make sure that all these development and people coming in and encroaching, we can manage it. That's why we're the majority of the so-called fake White House Parliament. Until the coup d'etat of what? 17 what? See, people don't even know real history. And if you say something, they say, oh, it's anti-Semitic, or if you say something against Zionists, which hate you all, everybody, they ain't like Hasidics and all of them. I know many so-called Jews, I call them Bolognese people, who can't stand, detest them. One's married in my family, if you can find them. I have, but they hate them. And the Zionists told themselves in books and writings and teachings, like, but here they are. They control everything, and people want to stay blind to it in these liberal states. I hate even saying that. They want freedom, and they don't understand they've been free. But they are locked up. They are locked up here. They are enslaved here. They are not free here because they don't see their freedom out here. They see all the lies. They see the stories. They see everything that makes them a conscript to something they neither belong to, nor has any rule or dictatorship over them. We are still actually under the barter system, but why we don't know that? Because all the so-called, I can't call them elites people. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But that's what y'all call them. Created a system where nobody learned economics, and the fact of the barter system. If they did know that, then they would be like, y'all better put some gold or silver to back this goddamn dollar. Well, we know who created the Federal Reserve and the families that own it and run it. And they're foreign from the land. And they're Zionists. Well, they might profess some kind of religious, this, that, and other, but they don't believe it. It's all it's like a costume. It's like doing a monologue or a dialogue. It's all act. You know? Oh, well, I did have the apocryphal books of Jane Wall and crap, the Book of Enoch, which I don't, you know what? That's based on something, but I'm not going to get into that. There could be a latter story because everybody wants to hear religion, and you got to let that go. You just got to. I know it's hard. I don't want to knock people's religion, but for those who want to learn the truth behind some stories, I can't tell you stories that I was taught, regardless of what may be missing or what might not be, and expect that you will accept it when you can't let go of a whole bunch of lies. Okay? That's the weak people. That's so stupid. Anyway, I know it's in here, and I've got a lot of stuff that I'll look for later, download it. But excuse me. These are the things. Never mind, found you. Is that you, Esther? Oh, snap. Awesome. All right. That's, you know, okay. But it boggles my mind because where I grew up at, we could never fathom the '60s, the riots, those being murdered and persecuted. Yeah, but we look at who was backing those doing what they were doing. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Maybe one day we can sit across from each other and look at each other and connect on that level. I would love to do that with so many people. And sit on the back patio, you barbecue. I don't really do that barbecue and stuff, but I know how. I'm a chef. I'm always attempting to get people to come out here, set their room up. I'm a man, so this is very emasculate, and it needs to be so. And I believe that. Problem with a lot of our young men now, they've been broken down, and they're very feminine, and that's not good. But coming here, you're in the man cave. I'm not a bum, but not like that. I'm talking about it's very. Everybody that comes here, they're like, okay, yeah, all right, this is you, Ray. I'm like, yeah. No Billy clubs and all that retardedness, but you know that clean, but you know that, hey, okay, this is a man, definitely a man that's been here. So for those who still appreciate that. FBI, CIA. Oh, as far as what? Because I was just talking about man cave. Are you talking about as far as when I was talking about breaking down a family and stuff like storing the food? Yes. I was talking about, I mentioned, it's funny how we established and made this the federal government and not to do what they're doing. And if that's not tyranny, see, we have an education system that's not teaching the truth, then we get what we have. Like, one of the biggest lies is the gray was the racists and all rednecks and paleskins. Pure bullshit. That's the side of the union. And they weren't all family. Those were niggas getting off the goddamn boat, getting a uniform on, coming down, who didn't give a fuck about anybody. Care if you're not from Ireland, so what? You're here in America. You're fighting beside them nigger Indians. That's what my great-great-grandpa uncles told me. They heard after we were betrayed by Miller and a few others. Yeah, we wasn't losing shit. Don't believe in fake ass Civil War documentaries and all that bullshit with them third generation motherfuckers dressed up in costume and them sold out mulatto motherfuckers acting like they talking about we the Indian and them little Asians from the Chinday, from the we call it chingueros or whatever, Spanish, Chinese, or Mongolian slave trade and all that shit, and Moorish up to 1830. The history's out there, but don't let them. Nope, that's all perversions. I hate to say that about any person, but when you live in a lie, whether you've been reared and raised in it, you're a lie. A lot of people say, well, why are you upset? No. Everybody on earth is my family. I don't give a fuck what people. We got a lot of idiots do a lot of religious banter. They've been listening to everybody regurgitating the same bullshit I've seen for the last 40 years of my life. And I'm like, dude, you want a whole conversation with me? You don't even know who you want a whole. You're not here teaching me shit. You're not here. They try to convince you. I'm like, I be looking at like this one guy, right? I just befriended him, and he's like, I think he think he's teaching me something. You wasn't even born when I was fighting teachers about us being Indian. It's cats, and they recently come upon this knowledge in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, like, and they don't even know how to move forward in the truth. Yeah, Moors are just stupid. That's all a bunch of bullshit. And you know what? Too bad nobody wants to accept that reality. When was the beginning of the Moors, and when was the fall of mankind around the world? When did the earth flip upside down and bury the greatest kingdoms and cities, except for those that were meant to be a site for stories to tell? And the Zionists have taken that and just created lies, and they've used people to do that. Foolish people in these little fake secret societies. I'm glad my aunt left that Eastern Star shit. I was like, thank you, because when I went to Scotland and everywhere else, the women weren't no, they were just Masons. And I'm glad, because most of the guys I met in Edinburgh, Scotland, or England, who were like 80, it was always 80 or 90 years old, the ones that came to talk to me. I was like, you know who you are? I was like, yeah, you know who you are. I said, well, I know who you are. You're a person with many identities and many faces,
but you're not them. And they would literally slide down the chair and melt. Like, who is this young man? I just paid attention to everything. Now we got a bunch of dumbasses who ain't helping nobody out. Talking about fish fry, Christmas we're going to hand out. You know, you need to be telling them the truth about Christmas. No, you don't need to be handing out no food. You need to be showing them and buying some land, how to cultivate and build stores and build a manufacturing company or build some rifles. No, liberals are dumb. I've got this thing where I say, hey, look, I'll take 500. Let's get 40 people, get $500 and we got them. No, they're going to wait till it's too late and go, man, why did I do that? This is what we always do. Let's go ahead and get some of this land. And let's take some of that residue left over. Let's have everybody chip in $50, every 2 weeks. And let's go buy the plywood, concrete. We can make our own too now. And build the little food stores. And when we want to eat meat, let's cultivate, get the eggs and the lands and build the greenhouses. All this stuff is good. We can't have all these hundreds and thousands. We can't even get 50 motherfuckers that come together and say, I got 5 on it, 5 on it, 5 on it. But trustworthy people who aren't going to run around and get upset and want to argue and fight. We don't need none of them. We want people who want to, I don't care if they in a wheelchair want to swing a hammer, even if they only do it for 5 minutes. And people get out there, contracts and everything says, we're going to do this, get our water purify our own water and say, look, don't fly over us. Don't fuck with us. We're on our land. Now it's done. Federal government, you got your 40 acres over there in Washington. Don't come out with us with the fake ass laws on our soil. We have reclaimed through the monetary means of which you stole it, it's not even the same worth. Now we're back on our mama. Leave us the fuck alone. Teach our people how to make things, metallurgy, and this, that, and other to build up. And see, that's what the fuck they fear. Wow, you never had to fear us in the first place. That's how ignorant they are. Should I need a good woman in my life? Fucking, I'm not shy, but I just don't take anybody. I need a woman who's gonna be a woman. No competition, no fighting, and all that stupidity. Because I'll be like, get your own place, cool. Where I live at is so nice. It needs to be enjoyed. And I would love to have somebody one day who wants to enjoy it. Instead of being around all these idiots who don't even know how to enjoy life itself, even under the duress and the stuff that we're under right now. I gotta get ready to go to this gun range. It's 323. I want to be out there when it's a little cooler, less than 90 or 100 degrees, and at night where I can use some of the lights and all that, and I can hone my eyes and, the whole practicing and moving on the target, paying attention to my surroundings, speed loading and all that. But I'm glad you came on, sis. I video chat everybody because I'm blocked on Facebook for a couple more days. I don't know what's going on Instagram. There's an individual, she's got about 3 different accounts. I think she works with them or they're stealing people's information if you talk or comment, and she's got a very nasty mouth, and she's still obviously, unless she's being found out, and I believe maybe it's a fake out of South, I won't say South America, but out of Liberia, maybe Hindustan, Saudi Arabia. That's where a lot of these accounts and stuff come from, Yeah, and it's ridiculous. And shadow ban. And listen, if you talk about something, that's why I tell people all the time, do not argue, do not fight, do not let your feelings and emotions be divvied up by those individuals, because we have insurgents. You get what I'm saying? We have insurgents. And I'm always expressing, I wish people would go back and watch all my videos and they would put a thumbs up and they would share it. Doesn't mean 500 of your friends or 200 friends get 2 or 3. That's all that matters. Because they might have more to offer as far as enlightening somebody. I don't need nobody to come enlighten me about anything. I'm attempting still to understand a whole lot of stuff that I've come across and things that I've known for so long that I've ignored. Unless I converse about it and people want to drop some information, I always listen, I always read everything. I don't do a lot of liking and I don't comment on everything because I believe that's like the primordial soup of truth and understanding, that we don't seek a reward. Like if I'm sharing something, my reward is that other people see it, and out of 100, 2 get it. That's a reward I don't need to hear nor see. The vindication is the truth of the world, and the world we live in is a lie. Compared to those who see that and they want to hear somebody express the fact that, yes, there's a world that's a truth and it has order to it, which order doesn't explain a God or anything. Order, there is no word to explain it. Like there is no word to explain a God or self. There is no truth in word, but yet we use the language that gives away energy and doesn't replenish. The order is always around. It's always around us. That's why they got to say new world. Put themselves in a position that was never deemed for them to have. And how can our people forget that? Because we have a lot of teachers who are just as fucking dumb as rocks. And no disrespect to my Mother Earth's rocks, because they know the story of time. Even down to the smallest grain or nanite flying, natural nanite flying in the air. No disrespect. But when I say dumb as rocks, I'm talking about a bag of rocks that's been moved and moved over and over and over, just like the information, so they don't share, so our children will know the truth. No, we got an African American museum, but yeah, you can go to every state, and they're so-called. I hate the word black because we're not. I'm not the Negro, and I'm not your black, but us true Indians, the original Indians. We've got cousins who came to conquer in the 1300s and 12th century, and we defeated and whooped their ass. And now here they are because of Hollywood trying to act like we don't exist. The nerve of them when they only had a couple people fight late in the 1800s when we've been fighting since the 1400s. And they can't even be respectful of us, but they want to condone some fake white supremacy as if that's the key, but that's conditioning from all the lies created by designers. Who runs Hollywood? Jews. Not every Jew is a bad person. I give them that identity because that's the one that they claim. They self-identify as Jews, regardless of being a fake tribe. But what they've done with history is they've rewritten some of it, and they've lied, and they utilized all of us against one another once they created this ability, and through lies, betrayal. But you know what? All that's coming to an end. I believe in our stories. I see the truth in it. They can't hide from it, and they can believe I guess they got too caught up in Disney and the comics and messing with things they shouldn't mess with. Convinced them to believe that they're going to come out on top. Whatever. This is a very short, long-lived ride of theirs, and I don't think. I think they believe that, oh yeah, we'll die. We live long and we'll die, and the next ones will keep it going, No, it's not going to work out like that. But I don't want to ham on that because that's negative stuff. Regardless of it being for a positive outcome, it's no good. I'm in Page, Arizona. I've had many people come out here and visit. They love it. Some come back. Some went around Las Vegas. I've visited people in other places. They have a curriculum to follow or lose their paycheck. Oh, they lose more than that. Kennedy lost his life just like King. You know what I mean? But we have to remember that we still have the pan fries. We still have these people who want to use the word Abo. I'll be like, yeah, I'm an Abo. I'm Aboriginal. You got that right. Thank you. Not AB negative, but I'm O. You got that right. Go on. It's funny, it's a straight haired, pale skinned Spaniards and Asians who were never here in the first place, but a residual of our ancestral lineage. And they don't even know that because they believe in the lies they've been told. Well, Japan didn't exist to the 1600s, just like the Jew didn't exist to the 1600s or 1700s. Russia didn't exist to the 1600s. China didn't exist to the 1600s. Do I need to go on? And they got the nerve to run around with the president of China calling himself Xi. She. No, you know, and that's what they do. Stolen identities. Dismiss of the Negro race. I'm not your Negro, but I'm using that because that's what people understand in the curriculum. And then we got these people who say, okay, yeah, well, Africa's motherland, but we were everywhere. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Africa didn't exist until goddamn 1930, was it 34, 37? So I have a heart. In 1830, the last of the Chinese slaves, the Mongolian slaves, the Chingoleers, and the Spanish Moors with Negroes and Bellskins came aboard to conquer California, and many ships built from woods right over here on the East Coast where they chopped down all our great trees, our grand trees. Avatar. So positive. Her mom was from South Carolina. All grandma was born here. Damn right. My great greats were O negative. My and they're from North Carolina, and we all and before that was just it was Virginia, Florida, and Louisiana all the way across. No New Mexico, no Texas, none of that bullshit. That's one for the books. There's a little gem. But yeah, the Carolinas. We're all the same. Most of us are the Yama Nation. You know, they wanted to say the Cree Nation. Well, that was even the Cherokee Nation. That's not how it went down. Those are clans and tribes. I love what's been going on, but we have been living surreptitiously under so many lies. I just want to find me a good indigenous sister. I don't give a fuck. Midnight or chocolate brown or light. I need me a sister that can be with me. So, and I know they're going to live longer than me. They can have everything I have and divvy it between their kids and be connected with my children who are adults. So they're our younger brothers and sisters, and they can be comfortable and at peace, and they don't have to go through everything they've been through. I'm the type of person, I get up and I will leave. I move. I'm talking about when this contract's up, right? Living out my truck. And finding that land and starting myself. And if I have somebody with me, they can pursue it, and we have that knowledge to continue to do that. And so, those are the things I'm more. Yeah, and that's Gula people, not Africa. Those are our people. The Gula, and then they put their Geechee, and they don't understand what Geechee is part of a spiritual dance. Geechee is part of like ghost dancing. And besides, they say, well, it's a language. And see, that's where we get to this rap as part of the lost people gathered back together and a narrative given by who you think. Who you think gives the narrative? Because they were everywhere manipulating history. And then once wars were done, establishing through betrayal and Negroes, making some of them have what was lost to all, making them believe that, okay, now we're going to do this. I'm part of your little society, make sure they don't rise up and keep them a little dumbed down. And incorporated felonious bullshit, because after the Civil War, we have the Devil's Punch Bowl, we have all this. They go over there dropping turpentine bombs on Indian Wall Street is what it was called. It went from Indian and Negro being, because we got to remember the word nigga is based on the tribal affiliation of Siksika, whatever, Blackfoot, whatever. And people don't even want to hear that. But that's the truth. And the government has always been trying to kill us, unless we were dumbed down and subjugated to work for them. Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, he's the one, once he got in the government, and them damn Zionists up in there were like, yeah, we need an education system to dumb them down further. We need them to remove themselves from the land because we cannot disconnect them from the land. Well, there you have it. And he refused to fight without us. But he didn't understand what he was doing until it was too late. But you see how they do them when it's too late. Their own. See, they're not us, and they're not ours. See, they separate themselves from us, so they're nothing but walking death and mayhem. They're chaos. They're sick. They're disease. They are worse than the cockroach. But I have many Jewish relatives. I call them that, even though I prefer to call them Bolognese, which they actually are more so than anything. Bolognese. With a stolen identity, and unbeknownst to them, raised in it, and so I can't sit there and get angry and mad at them. Wilson started Jim Crow. Hey, Wilson was one of the biggest damn betrayers of the South. That mother, and there's three others. You pull them out. Why did they say Google people? And yeah, thank you. I tip to tease people, but and what even bothers me more? It's funny how all in the Indian tribes, the so-called Black Indian tribes on the East Coast and Florida, the similar, they all know it, but they just watch people. They don't say nothing. They just watch, and they wait for those of you who ask. Then they straight up at you. They say, okay, you need to learn this. You need to find out this. Even though they know, like documents and everything. damn near in all the states. I've been saying this for well over 20 years. I'm stationed in Florida. I know what I'm talking about. You know, let's go to Macon, Georgia. Let's go up to the Carolinas. Visit some of them, the Morehouse. Fuck them. But all like Greek stuff. I used to go and visit some of these councils and be like, yo, and I would tell them some of my ancestors' names and what they did, and they were like, well, how you find that out? It's been passed down. But here it is, like, I got two dumbass children. And I say that because literally because their mama raised them fucked up. Tried to keep me away from my children and teach them the truth. Well, you the one that cheated on me while I was in the military when I got out. Fuck. I was a quiet guy. Didn't want to say nothing about a lot of things. Wanted everybody to live because I was used to that, like Big Mama's house. Let's just grow old and live. Right? Like bygones be bygones. It's a different time. But even when I talked to her not too long ago, she's trying to act like she's gangster. And I'm like, you ain't tough. You can't fight. What the fuck? Where did this come from? What's influencing that? Oh, because you were cheated on that nigga you with, the one you married after you was with me, for some kind of to be money, probably. I don't know. She's backwards up here. And I look at my children. I'm sitting there going, who are my young brothers and sisters? And I'm like, I guess this information needs to go in another direction. You know? And then I see all these people who have platforms and how they argue and fight amongst each other. I'm not with that. I'm not here for that. So always remember, when I go live and share this with you, say, hey, look, if y'all want to see people arguing, and somebody might start talking about me, I really don't care. I'm going to talk about facts. How do you want to live? You know? That's what matters to me. If you ever want to come out, if you got an old man, you say, hey, look, all right, if you just want to come out, you're welcome to come out. If I got to help get you out of here, come and have a good time. You got some young adults. It's really nice out here. I got a friend came out and visited. Him and his wife are here now. She got a little job. She does steroid implants. But my boy J-Dog from Georgia, he went and picks two of his houses up and he rents them. And he's like a house sitter for his children. When she's at work, he's got the houses over there. He flies to Georgia and makes sure that everything's all right. Rent's being paid, things are taken care of, maintenance-wise. Business people, I got it in my inventions I've drawn. I have one stolen. 1987, I created and won. Literally, on USS United States 76, CBN 76, 72. The USS Nimitz in the berthing is an E3. I created it. I created fucking AN1 cargo. I was a break dancer. I was doing head spins down in the chow hall. We had tables back. We were doing battles, and the officers would come by and watch us doing windmills. Oh, we were supposed to be down there mopping the floor, getting it ready, doing service week. And we was going to Korea. We was taking the break dancing everywhere, Japan, everywhere, man. And those were the days. And I used to draw a lot of graffiti marks, pens and acrylic markers, and I used to do my Adidas and paint them like blue or pink. And the pink was always a masculine color when I was growing up. So I don't know how it become this effeminate shit. Pink was always a masculine color. I think Easter did. I think the Vatican did. But yeah, in the Bronx. Yeah. Let's see. I moved from the Bronx up. I came back 2005 to Millville, New Jersey. I was there for a few years before I moved out here. So I married this girl, Puerto Rican girl. My kid's mom is Puerto Rican. She's darker than me. I've been all around Caribbean, Spaniel, South America. They call me Omeka. I don't like talking about my family's bloodline because I don't believe in all these races and identities like that. I don't believe in none of that shit. My travels, being an ambassador, linguistic, I understand this English language so much more. There's certain things I won't even say if somebody's like talking to somebody, and sometimes I need to say the words they need to hear for them to understand because I understand that the word don't mean what they think it does, and it's weird, and that's what I do, I read a lot of books, like a lot of people know. A lot of people know. People I went to school with, they were like, you still reading 3 and 4 books at a time, James? I'm like, yeah, why? God, dog, man. People call me walking. I'm like, I'm not no walking dictionary. It's like people. I study for the purpose of understanding what my great-great uncle said, what my great-great-grandma, my grandma, when she was young. I don't know when she got old. She got bought into the Hollywood narrative, and you know how it is when you got money, you gamble all the time, you lose yourself because you're part of the world of chaos. But I'm always going to share things from my perspective, and then I'm going to communicate about the things that are relevant to what happens in my life. And I think that is important than the bling or the shine. I don't want to be that shine Negro. Negro. That's a very ugly, bad thing. It's nothing valuable there. It's nothing, you know. I don't see how people can find worth in anything like that. I mean, excuse me, I'm thirsty. I'm about to go out here in a little bit, shoot my ass off. I'm taking a shotgun out today in a different AR platform. I'm gonna let this back. I bought 500 rounds just for target practice, so I'm about to run this Glock 43. This is a Glock Austrian 9x19 Glock 43. And the Glock 19 of this EDC is one of my favorite EDCs. Is small. It's like my M&P Smith & Wesson, my G3, my G32, my G3C or G32, whatever you want to call it, and the big boy. I have my Glock 21. I like the big guns because that's what I'm used to, you know. But I like taking women and telling them, look, you can own, because this is a constitutional carry. As long as you ain't some idiot to get locked up all the time and always causing problems and psychotic, you can actually own a gun here legally. Pass a background check, you're good to go. And my thing is, though, letting people know the proper way of dealing with it, keeping your finger off the trigger, have a hold, the discipline, and that it could be fun. And if you like to hunt, get out there and get the training, learn how to sight things in, find that zero mark. And those are the things and I always teach martial arts to women and children for free. But lately, in the Mormons, and lately I've been just dealing with my health, and I feel like I need a good woman. I actually had a sister come a couple years ago and wanted to get impregnated. And I was like, yeah, let's go out and have a good time and see the world and go to Copper Canyon. You just don't want to but everybody, there's a lot of negative energy out there. And I'm like, and they be like, are you faggot or something? No, God damn, I love my women, but no. All right, let's back up. You ain't come out here for that. I ain't a fucking prostitute. You ain't a hoe, are you? And no, you came out here to get away and have a good time. I hope you didn't come out and think this was a dick ride. And see, that's how I move. So that's how I cut through the chase and stop something and say, now don't be emotionally unstable and don't be in your feelings about this. I might not have liked you when I met you on here, but as being a brother, you being a sister, or being a good kin, getting back to how we should be and have a balance. How about some meditation? How about eating healthy? How about going somewhere? And if something happens, that's good. I'm not here. This is not a movie. This is not a fucking TV show. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time when I was growing up, women would see men who have their own and stuff like that. And man, that's sharp. Sisters were sharp, and it wasn't to manipulate and this, that, and the other until about the 70s, 80s. Now it's like, when man got their own, they want bums. They want a motherfucker out in the street doing nothing, not about traveling, nothing. Yo, Punjabi be the pretty niece. See? There you go. See? Yes, breakdancing did start in the Bronx, to clarify that. And, that's the way it is. I was, breakdancer, Twin City breakdancer. Twin City from Jersey. Twin City go all the way to skating ring. Pam out of the pro shop at the Roxy was our manager. And Pamela Smith, pro shop. We could roll skating rinks, the lockers and all that. She was our manager. And it's breakdancing. I used to pop, rap, the whole nine, man. A couple of CDs out there somewhere in Maryland and somewhere over in Rikers. And, I think one of them was where that flood happened. But, that was back in the day. We used to do talent shows and all that, man. Get loose, get funky with mine. I mean, when I was in the military, you'd be like Freaknik, and they'd be like, "Yo, we got red Twin City break dances." Oh, shit. People that knew, windmills, on the floor at the Roxy's. But I'm like, "Yo!" And I get up there and I hit the mic. You know what I'm saying? I come with one of those knowledge joints, kicking it off. I'm quick to jam a microphone like Jack on the court, though. We'll never waste time like when I'm down the court. Yo, my rhymes in comparison are strong to the flow, cause the effects, our blissed five steps that can be so mellow. Cold lamping in the halls. Now, when I say halls, right? Cold lamping in the halls while kicking the vibe and thinking about the days when I used to strive. You know what I mean? So I used to get down. I mean, Jay Wiz. I'm always on time. Any MC in the place want to test my rhymes. And when I started throwing bars, I used to be like, and that's not, I sing too. But when I'm rapping, I've got a different beat. I get deep, and it's got to be a hitter. And I've got beats that certain people made for me. You'd be surprised. I used to go to church with Whitney Houston. Lauren Hill used to babysit my cousin Jasmine Wright, who's a teacher in East Orange, New Jersey. Mine, Joanna Wright's on the board of education. Shirley Strickland, my aunt, my godmother. One of the head, I think she's retired now, judges over there in Ohio. I told you about Wakanda, and people want to believe. They want to believe everything. We're the evil people. I'm of the Jaguar and the Panther. Why does the people have a hard time understanding that? It's not my problem. I'm here to teach them what I know, and then they can do whatever they want with it. I thought it was a fad. I don't like what they call it. This is not rap. This shit is a program. They've taken it and weaponized it. I don't respect them at all. Though I respect a lot of brothers caught up in it. But I say what needs to be said to them, and it's up to them if they want to make a change or, you know what I'm saying? So everybody was like, "Yo, Jay, why you cut your goatee?" I says, "Why you looking?" It's that way. Because some questions is that really a question? Like, should it matter? What's behind it? Because what can I tell you it's gonna help you in life? Do you have a goatee? Oh, what it is the truth is you're comfortable seeing it on my face, so I removed it. You want to know why I removed it? Well, obviously, if I removed it, because I can. So if you need me to explain that to you, then you have a lot of issues you need to work out. See, things are very simple. We live in a time of complexities and complications that are derived from lies. Therefore, to make ourselves feel good, we want to vindicate ourselves by always asking dumb shit. And we do that on a regular. But we don't get nowhere because we don't attack the things that need to be broached upon or put away because of our dismay and affliction from living the lies instead of lifting ourselves out of that affliction and dealing a blow of truth based on facts and commonality. I feel like I was back in law school. But yeah, excuse me. Yeah. Things are so much simpler. And we choose to be very complacent and in this shithole of life that we entertain. And it's not that our life is a shithole, but it's a continuing stumbling block that will not lift people from the proprietor of the stench, and if anybody would just for a moment scratch the surface of order and realize that there's nothing, it has no explanation because it's good. That's the word to simplify, I guess, to simplify it, and that it can be felt all the time. Then we would have people who are less emotional, don't get upset, want to shoot a guy in the head because they had sex with your baby's mama. Man, hey man, look, I gotta go right there. You can go and have her for the week, bro. Just make sure she's back on time. She better not come back jacked up either. I am literally like that. I don't believe in orgies. I don't believe in polygamy. I don't believe in none of those terms. I understand my ancestors and how we live. And they played it out throughout movies in The Matrix, the big, look like the orgy scene for we're going to win, we're going to be fine, we're going to be good. They perverted that, but tried to give it a meaningful, like the machines are upon us, so let's just all, but it's the thing they do at a certain celestial time. That's our shit. We weren't perverted. We weren't oversexed. I see sisters who are beautiful, and they always say about, "Oh, God's gonna fight the right man." What the fuck are you talking about? What God? See, the right man would be that God that you like the word to use, and you the goddess you are. That's but being connected to that source of information and intelligent intellectual energy. But when they talk that way, you know it's based on a religious dupe. They've been to the poor man preacher and the pimp puppet, and they've paid fake tithes into something that's not going to benefit them. So when I hear them talking like that, I know that it's the redundance of ignorance. Stuck there, redundant. And it's words they use to try and sanctify something that was never sanctifiable because they couldn't even keep the first goddamn relationships they had. People say, what about you? No, motherfuckers wanted to cheat. They were solid. Everything was good. It wasn't a problem with shit. I'm hung. I'm good. Make some of the strongest damn babies on earth and never harmful, never against, never wanted to argue. I don't see the benefits in that shit. And yet, because I was confused in a confusing time, they were. I just know how to stay quiet and turn off. Reverend Porkchop with collard greens running down their mouth. Look, man, don't even give them the benefits of them grand, great ass pork. Yeah, pork chops, you got that right, but don't put the collard greens in there, baby. Don't put our beautiful goddamn collard greens in there. Pork chops for sure, and chicken gizzards, and some motherfucking cow nuts. Yeah, that's what them damn preachers with their old 3015C asses. Shit, hey, it's funny how we eat that shit, and every one of them over, and they push on in Hollywood and TV and everything. It's not even indigenous to this land. We didn't eat that shit. Why we? And then we got people to get up. Yo, you going to the barbecue, man? I'm going to throw a steak on, get some chickens, and then say I'm gonna throw a potato. Bitch, we got yams and sweet potatoes. We're the cultivators of rice. Rice been here since the beginning of time. Cultivators of marijuana. That's in the history books, and I was taught that by my great-great-granduncles, my papas, told me, shit, we used to be out there in the Civil War, we smoking our ass on. They used to be like, what they smoking? The French used to get most curious. And then they had to make it like it came out of China. China ain't even exist to the 1600s. Like, please, man. Like, we all supposed to be dumb. Yeah, not the collard, baby. Don't do, and don't put no red onions with that girl. Collard greens and red onions. Now pork chop. Them pimping ass preachers don't get none of that good shit. Problem is they eat that, and that would drive them. That would drive them right. Because the pork chop and the chicken and the beef got them going crazy, fucking everybody wife and the pulpit and all that. No. And then getting pegged at the same time. No. We had them collard greens and the mustard greens, turnip greens, and all that good shit. Good. I want to go cook some of that right now. What? People say, but how you don't make with no fat bag? Nigga, I use ackee and saltfish, nigga. What you mean? I use our shit. I throw some shrimps and some clams in that bitch. When I was eating gator, sorry gators, I was putting gator tail up in there, some scallops. That's how you do it. You don't need no goddamn. And I talk like that around my aunt Femgo, my chef. I don't know goddamn pork, salt, back, and all that shit. Nigga, we ain't. That was after the Civil War we started doing that shit. Wasn't eating that shit prior to that. I know. I know my great-grandmammy, my great-granduncles. Man, I know what they ate when they was 115 to 112. What the fuck? Okra's our shit. That's why we didn't have diabetes. But they fucked up our okra plants and shit. You see what's going on now? Niggas fat as hell, sticking their fingers on every day. I stick mine just to be safe because I can't find okra all the time. Oh, Lord. But anyway, when I went back to Jersey, right? I was like, come on, your mama's sick. I had to go see my mom. Grandma, Tina Lee. Service dog with me. It's funny how my service dog died the year before my grandma, and she would not leave my grandmother's side. I took care of my grandmother, changed her to fight school, nursing school, medical school, and all that. Ex-military. I can't talk. I can't talk anymore about what I did because some things I couldn't find out. I think a lot of people in the military didn't know I did this shit. I was like, you kidding me? So I don't like talking about things like that anymore. So I changed her chamber pot and all that kind of stuff, and get her up and walk. You know, if she needs to be wiped. You know, Mama took care of me when I was a baby and changed my diapers and washed my hands. So do the same thing. You know, that's what we're supposed to do, men and women. But we would sit there and she'd be like, Jimmy, you're gonna make me that famous. She loved her catfish nuggets. She's always coming out to Florida to make that, and I'd always make her well because she used to have. She was the one who taught me how to garden, and I used to grow purple carrots, purple tomatoes, okra, and ginseng, and all this stuff. She taught me how to do the collards and cabbage, and for the GMO shit. That's why I was so healthy. So I would make the okra, tomato, okra, celery, and corn soup. And it was damn good. You better believe that. I made the best. She showed me. And I made it exactly the way she showed me. And I didn't have to put a twist on it. And even today, it is the best. If I find okra when I go to Flagstaff or pick Molo weed up, or I go pick up some ammo, because I don't like getting high. People get high, it's fine. You can get high around me, it doesn't bother me. I like to have a couple of puffs in the morning, maybe in the afternoon when I want to take a nap, and at night before I go to sleep, because it helps me because of the anxiety. They help me get off of that medication that they have me on. That I've been on for far too long, which is a heavy metal. And I think because of the smoothies and the greens and all that, there's a balance. But if I have somebody in my life, I know that somebody good, who can have everything, and I can make sure of it when I leave, vehicles, whatever they're going to sell, I don't care. The little things that I have. Before I decided I'm going to go ahead and live in a little tiny home or in my truck and travel America, my rifles and my safes, and yeah, give me a couple of cats. Better happen soon, or I'm gonna make this decision and I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna talk about it. Some people are so worried about how I love. I met one who said, James, you when we look at you, you look like you're fat when you move around, but then you have the pictures where you pull your shirt up and we see that you got a little chest and you got a six pack. Nigga, I was 275 pounds when I was living in the Bronx compared to when I was 240 in the Brooklyn. When I was, my boy Master Mood, the Mary Jane Models, now Black Diva and all that, being a bodyguard and shit. I said, I'm down to 208 now, man. That fluctuation. I just want to get down to 184. I'm going to have that lordship skin because I'm a big dude. Not a lot of skin, but I'm still in good shape after being poisoned a little over a year and a half ago. And I think it's important that, because I know the woman out here, there's a couple of women out here. So I need a real one. I need someone who's confident and comfortable, but not full of shit. I don't need no lazy motherfucker. I don't need one of these broke back mountain bitches. I don't need one of these. I don't call the world no woman a bitch, but we got a lot of them out here. It's like we got a lot of sorry niggas out here. And people know I hate that word, niggas. It's the worst. But and it's not about crayon colors with me. I'm not. My first girlfriend was a Jew. Where I grew up at, and she was dark. But yeah, like Arab looking almost. But how they say you think long, you think wrong? I think that was the worst saying in the world. When I think long, I am actually calculating. I am doing so much math that if I stop doing that, I think I would stop living because I think it is important for your brain to emancipate itself from all the bullshit. And in order for that to happen, it has to do what they've been trying, what they've been working hard to stop. It needs to think appropriately so. And nobody wants to have that discussion unless it's based on derivatives of lies. Oh yeah, let's have a conscious black conversation. So you want to have a conscious dead conversation? Okay, I'm not the one for you. Enjoy your fucking podcast. No, I know we have a lot of smart people that know a whole lot of shit about a whole lot of folks. I don't give a fuck. Nah. You know what I mean? But no, it's sometimes I'll be talking about something and then I'll just drop it because I didn't forget it. I just realized there's nothing there that's really worth, unless I want to create something to have a dictate or a complaint or some combative. I don't want to say something that's can bring. It's worthless. Sometimes talking about some things, sometimes y'all need to know how to stop. It's like a motherfucker getting in somebody's nerves. But he knows he's getting on somebody's nerves, but he feel like he's cocky. Wow, motherfucker ain't nothing. What good is that? And you're supposed to be in the company of friends. Like and we see that all the time. We see people say they're friends. I hate that word. They're not even compatible. I'm like, man. And they walk with each other, and then every day, there's people who call themselves friends setting each other up, stabbing, beating to death, murdering, abusing, bullying. It's not me. It's not. Do me a favor, do you like this? It helps with the algorithms, I guess, and share it if you don't mind. Um, that's right. And also hit the notification, that way you're informed every time I do go live and when I upload something, because I have like 25 videos that I've been editing, but I'm waiting to upload them. Story creation, a whole lot of stuff, like the original story creation and stuff. You don't like? You don't want to hit the like? Is it that hard? Wow, our people are really on. Now the other individual watching is not who you think it is. I don't know. I don't know who it is. Well, boy Eve knows who it is, and I'm not going to find out until I log off. So he's just laughing. He's over there smiling. It took him like 15 minutes. That's why I stayed on. He kept telling me to stay. So he knows now. So I'll find out. But I can teach basic words, but right now I'm finding more important is to understand this language, and because we use a lot of words that aren't helpful. But I will definitely work with some words. Like people have been asking me, what is that SID? And I said that's Sinaleli. That means family. Oh, I'm like, yeah. So whenever I put that up, that's what I'm saying, my family. You don't have to put a my in front of it. The Sinaleli speaks for itself, family, across all corners. I hate saying the word borders because that implies something that's irrational and dysfunctional, which we see with the administrations who um, lie on a regular. So, yeah, cross corners, four corners. So it makes sense, right? Yes, and a lot of us we speak this language here and we don't even understand it, and I think it's very important. Like mushi mushi. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Japanese term, or it doesn't matter. The words, in our language, we have such a vast dialect, even our ancestral language, and it's like this one right here. Thanks because you said something. I love learning new words. I want you to look at that, right? And I'm gonna show you how anything. No, it's not tear apart. I'm gonna show you how we simplify things. And this is not an English class. This is what they don't teach us, and that's why at court and everything they play with us because when we speak to them, like a cop saying, "Do you understand me?" You have the ones who understand what it means, and then you have the ones who don't, and then you're giving yourself, you put yourself up under their boot, up under their dictatorship to you. And no, I don't understand what you're saying. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna talk to them more, and they'll talk. All you see when you don't have no emotional feelings, you just don't say shit. They can run around. You, they can run around. Put your hands where you see them. Put your hands where you see them. Just ignore 'em. And sometimes I'll say, "Okay, little child, are you done?" And then watch them fly off the hinge. Emotionally unstable you are, and you got a costume. I know now. I know why you were selected. And quality immunity, it doesn't work here. None of that shit applies to me. So just be mindful of that. And I don't say nothing else. I don't say nothing. I know exactly what needs to be said. You know. But like this, thanks because you said something. I love learning new words. You expressed, I said something. What was the key word? Because see, just saying that you don't have to say thank you because I already appreciate you being here. I'm just helping you understand something because thanks doesn't actually mean what people think it means. I want you to look the words up and then you'll start seeing what I'm talking about by being like when people start becoming a linguist, it's not to dismiss the language, it's contextual. The communication is already stabilized. Your koke, wadu, of course, wanishi. And people don't understand that by me expressing something is something that, especially if you appreciate it, that means it's something you understand. And I love the fact that you texted because it says a lot. And when you said, I love learning new words, it means you love having a dialogue. Do you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, I guess studying languages and for so long and then started looking at this language and started looking at the words and doing, not contrary to what was done by so many, but allowing myself to delve and steep in other so-called languages around Earth. Things started to stand out like and make sense when I would say a word in a so-called another language. I started understanding the disassociation of people and the division and separation and how it's easy to play out. And the commonality of using the broken Mother Earth's back to create further separation and division, while the enemies who create this priority, this prior, are the ones who also created all this division and hate by creating wars that never existed, and then creating a false history based on those narratives that are new to create a new world order, steeped out of an old order that had no chaos until we created chaos. And now they are the children or the offsprings of that chaos. And we can see it in our language. So we can simplify things. That's why the brothers and sisters that have visited, I've had a couple say they felt intimidated, and I said, "Come on, bro," because you know, to have somebody say you the real thing, and I'm like, "Well, yeah, but you are too. What do you mean, bro? Yo, we had a good time, bro. Like, fuck, I haven't had a good time like that since I don't know when." I'm like, because you allowed yourself to live, bro. You allowed yourself to live, not to live like everybody else. You ain't got to be on the corner. You ain't got to always be drinking. You ain't got to be drugging. You ain't got to always, you can meet some nice women. And look, and you can still wake up. You can cook. You can do what you got to do. And you're comfortable. You're relaxed. And you got to go back to your job. But can you, with the forego, can not forego yourself, but with the what you call intuition, can you take that and use that to keep yourself comfortable and not act out to things that allow yourself to be stressed and raise your cortisol levels? And you turn around, I'm sitting off sideways and crooked, but allow yourself to be as comfortable when you were able to see and do different things and be able to converse with brothers, man. They don't mess with girls. They may have come back and hung out. I don't know. Thing is, a lot of people see another side and say, look, but be mindful of yourself all the way around and don't allow chaos and don't choose chaos. And that's a hard thing because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. But some people pick it up fast, some people slow. We have more people who want to learn a language. And I tell them, and some have gotten offended, and I really don't care. I says, no, you need to learn more about yourself. You don't even understand the language you're speaking now. And we're in a layman's term, we're kings and queens of languages. But how can we be that when we have let go of the truth of ourselves and what we've adopted? We haven't even been attentive enough to pay attention and learn it in its all and understand the games utilized and played with it to be the game stoppers. You know what I'm saying? The 2 hour mark. Well, that's because I waited like about 50 minutes, an hour. Somebody come on. And I'm surprised. I guess some people must have some serious hangovers. I know my neighbors and them, I think that's pretty, they said they're probably going to be drunk the rest of the day with how much they partied last night until the wee hours in the morning. I said, that ain't my problem. That's your. Them days are long over with me. And now I like organic wine. I can sit down. I have done it. Had a glass of organic wine, and it's a great thing. Other than that, no, I don't like drinking at all. But I would never stop anybody. I'm not one of those kind of people. You eat meat? Cool. I like seafood. But I prefer not to eat no meat, period. It's just me. Because I understand where real strength comes from. And it doesn't come from none of that. It comes from self. But until some of us cross over into that truth, how can anybody else know? You know, we only learn by those who are marketed. Don't market yourself and stay away from the marketing and allow yourself with the information out there. Don't wait until it's too late and allow yourself to learn what works for you. You know what I mean? You know what? We don't even have to. Yeah, I can dig that because I say that too. Overstand. I said, you know what I say? See me? I don't say overstand or understand no more. I mean, communicating wise, I still use these words, but people understand. But I'm throwing something new to you. I say, you see me? And now people are picking it up. I think it's catching on. Like I created the word bandwagon layers, and I sent it off to be put in the dictionary. And I wrote it down. It's those who ride the same train of thought and theory based on functions of acceptability and the commonality of a group. Yeah, that's what I created. I'm one amongst a few words that I've created over the years of Facebook and everything else. That's what I do. You know, I would like these genes to be passed on to some other children. A strong melanated sister. Like I said, I'm patient. Wait. The invitation is there for anyone and all. What you doing, bro? Oh. Okay. Where'd she go? Okay. All right. Excuse me. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. 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 Man, I wake up every morning and I go to sleep every night. Like, and sometimes in the daytime, for some reason, I'll be walking around, the wind blow away, and I'm like, hey. You know? Yeah. Pills and all that goofy shit. You know? Yeah. Very powerful. Of course. That's why I said I've got videos uploaded about family history and the truth, man. You know? And they don't make them like us no more. There's a reason. You think these men could have strong babies and they were raised on soy and chemicals and everything else? Get kids come back from the war, 2 tours, and they need TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, at 27, 28 years old. They're not taught proper diet, this, that, and other. They start learning in cold water treatment and heat, and sweat lodges. But by that time, they've already shut their body's natural production off instead of allowing it to come back on. No, I spit some babies out. Well, yeah, throw a couple of twins out there if need be. Yeah, and the thing about eating pineapple and mangoes and all that stuff, it goes down good. Real talk. And coconut and all that good shit. Yeah. But I'm going to go to the range. Got to go up and get this heavy bag ammo, shit out the truck, change it out. Ammo's hot. I don't want it. It needs to be in a cool place to last at least a little longer than 10 years. Here we. And I don't want to do the shotgun. One of my other AR platforms. I want to zero that scope in. So I think I got enough rounds for training to zero that in. It only takes about 15, 20 minutes. Take a 40 mag out and zero that one in. So when people, if I see Heather, maybe she might want to go to the range. I know she's off work by now. She might want to go to the range and shoot. One of the little girls, kid I teach both. He's autistic. I've taken her to the range a few times. She's got a nice boyfriend. He's ex-Army, Navajo. And she's half Navajo and us. So I teach the history as best I can. And I share that information, which I think is very important. But share this stuff. Say, hey, look, man, let them know. Like, pay attention to and right. Say, hey, let's listen to the brother. And go subscribe, hit the notifications. And I've got a lot of stuff to update. But I'm not going to, until I see 500. And I know it'll come. I'm thinking maybe one day I'll pass on and all of a sudden I'll be the word of the mouth, because we have a lot of people who unnecessarily are envious, this, that, and other, and I support them regardless. they fight and argue and do some of the dumbest things, but I still support them. We have people who get offended when you say something about liberals. I don't care, but that's our organic constitutional right because they don't want to pay attention to what's really going on, and it's sad, it's sickening. I'm not in politics. I'm not anti-police. I'm not anti-this. I'm not anti-bad. I'm anti-DOJ. I'm anti-government. I'm anti because they're lies. They're liars. I'm anti. I am pro the truth. I am anti the liars. You know. Well, peace to you too. All right, and I love it. And yeah. So me and my ass together. Put some. I rub myself down with olive oil when I go out. Just feel so silky smooth. I'll be stuck. I'll be walking around looking like a big ass piece of red clay. But anyway, nothing but mad love and respect. I'm gonna shut it down and get myself together. And it's still hot as hell, so I'm wearing these shorts. Fuck it. Right here and do some shooting. And I'll chat with y'all later. You know, mad love, mad respect. It's funny how I'm gonna do a screenshot real quick. Okay. Now this is pretty weird, man. Web capture. Full page. Okay. All right. Why did that go down? No, this is retarded. Okay. Back on the side. There we go. All right. Oh, it was there. It's behind it. Okay. Oh, dude. It just captured it. It put the ninja over there. I guess somebody's being funny. It put the ninja over there. So I'll share later. I was trying to put. I have a split screen with you guys talking. Ciao. Ciao, Bella. Merci beaucoup. Anyway, the fuck? I feel like I'm back in France too. I need a little piece of bread with cheese and a big ass bottle of wine. I save money. You know, some people know I got investments. I got my Cash App and blah blah Bitcoin, blah 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 blah, all that retarded shit. And let me put a heart on your message there. Appreciate that. I see you with Dragon Ball Z. Okay, okay, okay. Lee, that's my brother. Okay, so like I said, I've got a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna show you what I've got invested. Which right now the stocks are down. I've taken a little loss at one point negative 136 as far as dollars, which is a 4.53%. And as far as some of my investments, I'll tell you, I got General Electric and McDonald's. Both of those are down, but it's only because it shouldn't be down because there's tourists here, and I know the business is going on. But I have this because I know who's doing what. It's not what people think on the stock market. All those people running around crazy. These people are literally waking up in the morning, the ones up there, and they're saying, drop that a few. Drop that a few. Let's see who sticks and stays. Let's see who sends more money, and then we'll just wipe out a couple of accounts, and then we'll build it back up, and then people will jump back on it, just like my Bitcoin. I'm not going to show you how much it is, but I'm going to show you. All right, I got the notifications. Okay, so just want to make sure. And yeah. So I don't like the rich thing. I just like being able to say, okay, well, if I need $40 or $50, I can go and get it at number one. If I need to fill the gas tank up, or I'm going to keep it at half tank, and so be it. And that's about it. And there's other things on here I'm not going to talk about that, or other parts of investments and stuff like that. But I'd rather take with about 20, 30 people, $500 a piece, do the math, purchase the land, 230, 300 before. There's a lot of cheap. They're probably watching this, and start building, pouring concrete, digging, getting the bobcats and the backhoes, and getting everything situated. Know where the water table is, this, that, and other. Is there any sinkholes? Do the land survey. Make sure that we're not being lied to about the land we get. Cultivating soils, building certain things. Make sure there ain't no sinkholes, no tunnels underneath. No dried. Gas pockets, this, that, and other, and oil, and because that's what some people are getting.
and we can all want to build certain houses and buildings, and all of a sudden they all fall in to big caverns. And this is what I'm for. I'm all about that. People see my Cash App. Cash App is Indian Jim 1. Indian Jim 21. I got so many things. I gotta make sure. I know it sounds retarded, right? And I'm gonna put it on here so that way people will know if they want to donate some dividends. But like I said, it's Indian Jim Cash, which you call it, Indian Jim, capital I, Indian, capital J, Jim 1. That's my Cash App, and I'll put it on there. People on, and I've got a few people that sends coin that I use to purchase boxing equipment for the kids. Matter of fact, all that's new over there: the gloves, the hand wraps, and the cones for drills. I can't do the drills right now because I'm letting my lungs really heal. The big balls for getting their core for planking and stuff, and some of the balance from 5-0. Those are kind of expensive. I had to put my own money into that because people send $35 or $40, and then I just take that, the few that have sent, and I just go run. I run around when I need to pick up some weed, right? No, I'm just kidding. Or I want to pick up some shrimp or lobster tail, right? I go and grab, and I used to put it on Facebook going, look what I got. So and so donated. This is what it went to. So with that, let me get my ass together. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I am done. Mad love and respect to everybody. I appreciate it. Truly appreciate everybody standing by and listening. Here we go. I know that is so retarded. I like that. That's cool. And that's what it is. Okay. And I truly appreciate that. And let's throw a little emoji up in there. What do you think? You think we throw a little emoji up in there? Let us give it a little smiley face. A couple of them maybe, right? And I'm not gonna put no wolves and all that shit. It's unnecessary. And I'll throw a little ninja. I'm retarded, y'all. Why did they go up? Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm retarded sometimes, and I love it. And this is fun. All right. Anyway, let me. I'm gonna sign off. Send that out. Let's go ahead and close this. And thank you for those who come in. Appreciate it. I truly appreciate it.